Hi everybody, Coach Jorge here with daughter Carly, and in this video lesson we're going to be talking about how can I be a better player. So that was one of the questions that came in on our website. So obviously if they're better it's going to be tough to win, but I got good news for you. Our sport, more than any other sport, allows different people that maybe won't be as talented stroke-wise to win matches. We see it all the time. So I'm going to give you an example. Carly would be my student, and let's say today we're playing mom over here, and if we do our pre-match checklist and try to formulate our plan, we might say, okay, who's got a better forehand? And let's just say mom, okay? Who's got a better backhand? Mom. Who's got a better serve? Mom. Who's got a better drop shot? Mom. Better volley? Mom. Better overhead? Mom. Wow. She's getting all the checks, right? This does not look good for us as we go out to this match. However, all we really need is to have one check. Maybe Carly only gets one check when it comes to moonball, or maybe Carly's only thing that she can do better is slice. If you got just one thing, you have a chance. Even though the other guy might have 20 or 30 things that they do better, in our sport, you only need to have one thing. So you don't have to look very far to just find all kinds of examples in tennis where the player with the better strokes does not always win. I mean, that's fairly rampant. So Carly, I know as coaching you, we've had a couple things that we wanted you to do just for this kind of thing. She does not generally hit tons of power off the baseline, so she has to beat people by either coming to the net, maybe she can be better at the net, or maybe she can slice them. When she learns slicing early, she can deploy that pretty well. Maybe she can moonball, she's pretty versatile, she can do that. So I'm gonna just do an assumption here that against mom, against this opponent, the only thing you can do better is slice. So now you've decided that, but you still have hope. Even though everything on paper goes her way, you're gonna play this match and use a lot of slice, and maybe you can pull out a win. This happens all the time with moonballers. Whenever you lose to a moonballer and you do a little analysis, chances are you do everything better than that moonballer does, except moonball. And the next thing you know, you're stuck in some moonball rally. So the key here is you don't have to be bummed out or depressed if you play somebody that's quite good. You play a seed and you look at all the things they do well and you go, wow, how am I gonna beat this guy? He's got a huge forehand, huge backhand. That's okay. In our sport, you only have to do one thing. And your job is to find that one thing. And if you don't, then you have to develop it. The more things that you can develop that are usable to you, the bigger chance you're gonna have to win. I've been on the receiving end of losing to players where I had all the checks, and I've also been on the receiving end of winning. For me, the one thing that won me a couple of matches was the ability to drop shot. Back in college, everybody played really, really power tennis, and I could hit a pretty good drop shot for some reason, and that was the one thing that got me a couple of wins. Pretty much everything else, the other guy would have got the check, except for me and my little sneaky drop shot, and it ended up getting me the win. So it only takes one thing. That's what you have to think about when you're playing a better player, is what's the one thing that you need to do, because you don't need to do everything better.